Hello, everyone, and welcome to your reading. Spirit has a very special and specific message for you. All right, so look at the waterfall, the ocean, the river, or the lake, and really feel the vibration of each one of those bodies of water and decide which one is in alignment with you at this time because Spirit has a very special message for you. All right, I will start with the waterfall. There are timestamps listed for all of them below. Hello to everybody who chose the waterfall. Okay, first and foremost, I'm getting that there is a lot of emotions flowing. At first, when I was setting this reading up, I thought it was going to be like, no, we need flow for waterfall, but nope, it's about emotions flowing. And I'm just going to have the waterfall up there for you so that you're not distracted by cards or anything. If you just watch it, you'll go into a bit of a meditative state, all right? Because Spirit really wants you to receive this message. There is a lot of emotions flowing right now, okay? And you are coming through to me as somebody who has, like, on your face, a very, very beautiful smile. It's absolutely captivating. You are complimented about your smile, okay? That's coming through really, really strong for me. And your energy feels more of a like artistic, creative type of energy, free spirit type of energy, okay? And there's a little message here that you might be spending a lot, spending too much, being a big spender, like going back to the waterfall. And it's like, don't overspend, don't overindulge, okay? If that particular message pertains to you, that just kind of came through. But what I'm getting about these emotions that are flowing is there's been a loss, and this feels more of a relationship between you and another person. And I keep feeling friend, but one thing Spirit's pointing out to me is whether somebody is a family member, a romance, or a friend. Romantic partners who are close, they're friends first, right? And a family member you're really close to, there's a friendship there as well, right? So that's why Spirit's honing in on the loss of a friendship, okay? And it could pertain to any relationship, but it is somebody who is close with you, who you talk to, who you care about. And I'm getting that there's been like this big misunderstanding, could even be a huge fight and rift over money, or fighting over money after like splitting up, being angry with each other. It's I'm feeling like eighth house energy, like Scorpio energy, the death card, because Scorpio rules the death card in the tarot and is the ruler of the eighth house, okay? So there feels like this loss, okay? Because eighth house is transformation, loss, and endings that bring forth new beginnings, and also is ruled by Pluto, which is transformational energy. And so for you and this situation, this relationship, this is a period of transformation. And that's what Spirit wants you to understand at this moment in time. Even though you are feeling defeated, potentially rejected, at a loss, at a stalemate, this is a very transformational period between you and another person. And what I feel as we move into the future is you are dreaming about this person, they're dreaming about you. You guys are working things out on the astral plane. I do see them returning to you, okay? If this is just where things are very tense between the two of you at this time, you guys are going to work through this, and Spirit wants you to know that and shift your thoughts and your energy to that outcome, Okay, if you guys are like separated and not speaking, I do see reconnection with this person. Okay, because with the reconnection comes a message of um, like you being right, them telling you, you know what, you were right, I was wrong. Or, if it goes the other way around and you're feeling as though you were in the wrong, you are going to be very compelled to take accountability and apologize to them. Okay. Or it could even go both ways. But I do see that like a reconnection and somebody saying, you know what, you were right, I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. And it could even be in this moment, you feel like you can never forgive them or they can never forgive you. But there's going to be a shift, there's going to be a change in this connection. And that's why Spirit brought you to this reading and had you choose the waterfall, because there's a lot of emotions flowing, okay? Not just in you, but within somebody else. And through this, I am seeing a lot of activation to the heart chakra in both of you. And it is truly the desire of both to be healed from this rift, this fight, this challenge, this impasse, whatever you are experiencing with this person at this time. All right. And like energies coming through, like you or the person that you're dealing with, I do feel very strongly Aquarian energy. It could be Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising, strong Aquarian placement in a natal chart. It's just, I'm feeling a very strong energy of an Aquarius here. Or if it's not an Aquarius, it would speak of that energy where you both are having an expansion of consciousness to see outside of your current emotion, of the current situation, to see things from a different perspective. Okay, because at the end of the day, whatever has happened here, both of you are sad. Okay, and with the choosing the waterfall, it's not over. It hasn't come to an end, come to a completion. Okay, let me just sit here with my crystal for a little bit longer and see what else Spirit wants to say on this. There's a special concession that's going to be made due to the bond, the situation, okay? Because I feel like I just see so many different outcomes to this connection. And like I said, I see the return, the reconnection, but that return reconnection means something different for each of you. Because some of you, I do feel like you're in the midst of like a divorce or separation, and this isn't something that you deem you want to work out. Like you're wanting this to just run its course, to be done, and potentially you and this person that you are divorcing from, like there's a big fight over money, over assets. Okay, because that 8th house energy just keeps coming back to me, and like I see pentacles, and so it's like a big fight over resources, over money, over assets, over things that were built. And if this person has been very, very difficult with you, I feel there's a change or softening in their energy, in their heart space, okay? And they're going to be easier to deal with through the like finishing process of this divorce or separation, just wherever you're at in the process. It's like they're being very difficult, or there's a lot of fighting, but there's going to just come this moment where this person kind of shifts in perspective and becomes easier to deal with, okay? And that in turn makes you easier to deal with for them. So in a situation like that, where there is just absolutely no chance of reconciliation, of recovery. I see you guys, maybe that comes back to that friend energy, where at some point in this journey, you guys are going to remember that you were once friends and be able to see each other through that space, that perspective. And it just makes things so much easier on both of you, okay? It's like there's going to be a big shift here. And now for those of you where that doesn't pertain, I do see you and somebody working this out in the sense of where this connection, this relationship can continue on, can continue forward. Okay, it's like this is not the end. Those of you that are in situations where you're like, no, there's end all, no repair, I get that. Just know Spirit is saying the energy is going to get easier, and perhaps it's a message to you to return to your heart space, regardless of everything that's happened, regardless of how difficult this person is being. And remember when you guys were friends, when that was the energy and the vibe and there was real connection, because at some point you did have real love for this person, right? And even though things ended very, very badly, and you guys are in this, very painful struggle of separation and, breaking up, ending a marriage or a very long-term relationship, it didn't start out that way. And Spirit wants to remind you of that. It didn't start out that way. And for your own healing, it's time to really allow the emotions to flow. And we've always got to acknowledge our personal truth. If something hurt us, if it made us angry, all of that, we have to acknowledge that, but we don't have to hold on to it. And something about this is, even though you guys may not be able to work as a romantic couple, there's a friendship, there's something that still exists. And, for me personally, I had an ex and we shared a child. And for 5 years, he was just horrible to me. He made my life hell. And it was just basically because I ended the relationship. I didn't want to be with him anymore. And but before we ever got together, we were really, really good friends, okay? And then for 5 years after our romantic relationship ended and we had to co-parent, it was very nightmarish. There came a moment where he was in a situation and he called me and he was like, hey, I really need you. I need you to come pick up her daughter. This and this is going on. Can you do that? And I was like, absolutely. And I went and I talked to him and I calmed down the situation that was at hand. And from there, he and I were able to become friends like we had been before there was ever romance, before we ever had a child. And I'll tell you what, for 5 years, I wouldn't have believed anybody that told me that he and I would be great friends again one day, as if nothing bad had ever transpired between us. And so I feel that that's a strong message, whether this is a romantic situation, breaking up, or this is a fight between friends, between family members in a romantic situation. Spirit is leading all of you to really tap into your heart space and remember the friendship that was there and hold on to that a little bit. And the healing prayer, I will put a link in the description box below. I will totally butcher the name. It has a long name to pronounce. Many of you are familiar with it. I just call it the healing prayer. And it's just, 4 sentences. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And just say that over and over, even if you feel like you need to forgive them, like you're hurting over what they've done. It doesn't matter who's at fault. That prayer is intended to heal you, to heal what hurts in you, and also to heal any relationship that still has viability, where two hearts can come back together and find common ground. And I feel for all of you that were drawn into this waterfall, there is a common ground for you and this person. It could be within days, it could be within weeks, and maybe some of you it's in a couple years, like what I went through. But it's not good for you to dwell or focus on the negative around this situation. Know that there's a healing coming, and right now it's time to really let all of the emotions just flow out of you. And there's going to be a moment where you and this person are going to be able to talk, okay? And how that works out again is different for each of you, but there's going to be this moment where you and this person are going to talk again, and it's going to be friendship to friendship, or I should say friend to friend, based on that foundation of friendship that you guys built your whole relationship upon. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that and wants you to focus on releasing and healing yourself right now. And the universe is going to set up the moment for you and this person to have that conversation, that bridge to be gapped. But it's like when that happens, I see somebody saying, you were right and I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Okay, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the ocean. I am just going to keep the ocean up for you to watch so you can kind of go into a bit of a meditative state while we channel your personal message from Spirit, all right? So right away with you guys, I am feeling that you are very wise, philosophical, old soul, okay? And the message that's coming through for you is about your own personal truth and standing up for yourself and what you believe in, okay? Because Spirit's saying that there is a big transformation that you're going through, and for many of you, it's like you have your own secret or personal truth that you are holding within yourself, and it's going to be revealed very soon. Like you're going to express it very soon, okay? And this could be where, you come from a very specific religious background, family, very strongly immersed in this religion, and you are choosing that is not your path, okay? It's something along those lines where there's a personal truth that we're holding inside, and we don't share it because we don't want to be rejected or shunned, or if you have shared it, that's the energy that you've been experiencing is like something's wrong with you, and Spirit brought you to this reading to say there's nothing wrong with you, and to hold your ground, assert yourself, speak your truth. You are who you are, and there's nothing wrong with who you are, even if it's vastly different from, your family, where you come from, your upbringing, your culture, just whatever. Okay, you are made the way that you're made for a purpose. You are a very specific vibration. You add that vibration to the collective consciousness of humanity, and you're meant to think the way you do and march to the beat of your own drum like you do. Okay, it's time for you to own your truth, is what Spirit's saying. And now for a small number of you, this might go the other way around, where somebody around you has spoken this kind of shocking truth, a confession of something, about like who they are, what they believe in, what they stand for, what they're going to be doing. And, you know, you don't have to agree with somebody's choices or ideas, but Spirit's saying, to preserve the relationship, can you still love them and support them through this? And if the answer is yes, then just love them and support them. It doesn't mean you guys need to have deep conversations about whatever it is that they've said or that they want to do, or that they're choosing to now interest themselves in. Okay, this is not going to be where somebody has a confession of like, I have a drug problem or some sort of self-harming issue. It's not that. It's a personal truth, okay, that might be a little hard to swallow. So if this goes the other way around, Spirit's saying this relationship can be preserved, okay? But for everybody else, where this is something that you hold inside of yourself, have no shame in it, okay? And what I see in the future for you is you're going to be learning a lot. Like, you're informing yourself, you're expanding your consciousness greatly, okay? And it's going to bring you a great deal of happiness. And there's some small unexpected blessings on the way. All right. And Spirit wants you to know that your truth is your truth. And, for me, I use the religious example because I was raised Christian, and a lot of people that I knew, friends, Christian as well. And there came a point, just around 30 years of age, where I realized that Christian hat didn't fit on me, and it never really did. Like, I always had questions, but it was around age 30 where I was like, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't fit on me. And so I started exploring a lot of other religions and, awakened to my spirituality. And I'd always been very intuitive, and I just developed my intuition more, started working with tarot cards, and just became CEJ pretty much, And I had a lot of people that could not accept that was my personal truth. That was my choice. That's where I felt called to, pursue my life. And a lot of people left my life, and that's okay. And it's pretty funny though, because once I started getting bigger on YouTube on my CEJ channel, some of those same people tried to come back into my life because they thought I was somebody or had something right. And so obviously I didn't let them back in, because if you left me just because I'm doing tarot cards now, no. And honestly, I'm a much better person, I feel, being spiritually based, in tune with energy, trying to be very aware of myself and who I am and the way I impact others. I mean, I just feel like I'm a better person, and I'm a happier person. I'm a more abundant person, more prosperous. So I know that following the call of my soul was the right choice, despite how much opposition and backlash that I faced. So Spirit is saying to you, what is your personal truth? You've got to live that. If there's somebody that you want to date, and they're from a different religious background, a different culture, and or maybe even there's an age gap between the two of you, or just their lifestyle is vastly different than yours, who cares what anybody says? If they bring you happiness, if they stimulate your soul in ways nobody else does, then who cares? You've got to live your life for you and do what makes you happy. And the friends and family that truly, truly love you, they're going to stick by you. Okay. And sometimes, people are just so set in their ways, in their thoughts, in their beliefs, that they may never come around. But I do believe love heals all things, and eventually that love will soften their heart to accept you for who and what you are, to accept you for your choices, for your beliefs, for your opinions, for whatever you want to be. Okay, this could even be something really political where, your primary friend group or your family is of one political mindset, but you find that you are quite the opposite of that. That's fine. Go with what your soul tells you, what you feel, what feels so strong. You can't deny it, because I keep feeling this message of like denying a personal truth within yourself about something. Okay, like you're trying to turn away from it. And even if this is where you have a lot of feelings towards something that you super super wanted, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't pan out. And you don't want to be sad. You don't want to be disappointed about it. If you are, then just admit that to yourself, that you're sad, you're disappointed that this didn't work out, because in that space, you're really allowing the energy to flow through you, which needs to happen. And, being drawn into the ocean, you are vast and deep. Okay. I already picked up on the fact that you're like this wise old soul. You feel everything quite deeply. You experience and perceive the world in a richness that most people do not. Okay. Know that. You are unique. I'm feeling that. And I feel so much heaviness and sadness on your heart. And it's like, no, you be you, you stand your ground, and those who really care about you, they will return, they will accept. And along your journey, you're going to meet a lot of new people that are going to love you exactly as you are. Like I said, in your future, I'm seeing a lot of happiness and a lot of consciousness expansion. Okay, with just these beautiful little unexpected blessings along the way that are kind of like breadcrumbs, that are signs that you are on the right path, and being true and authentic to you, no matter what that means, is always the way. Because whenever you go against yourself, it's so defeating and it's not lasting, right? Okay, let's take an example of this. Let's just say, you smoke cigarettes and you start dating somebody who is a non-smoker. And they're like, look, if you want to date me, you can't be a smoker whatsoever. Like I'm just not down for it. You're really into the person. You feel a great connection. So you're like, okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't be smoking anyways. I'm not going to smoke to be in this relationship. If you are truly not ready to stop smoking for you, you are going to fail. You're going to slip up. You're going to sneak smokes and, get busted eventually, right? But if you come to terms with yourself about smoking and you're like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I've really got to stop. For all of your reasons, and you make that choice within yourself for you, that has far more staying power than when you're making a choice to do something based off of somebody else's want, desire, or opinion. Okay. And so that's why Spirit is saying, no, you do what is best for you in your time, on your terms. Okay. Because otherwise, when you're doing it for somebody else, like I said, it's like you're setting yourself up for failure. and you are meant to succeed, and there's a calling in your heart, in your soul, and you're being so encouraged to follow that and to express your truth, your belief, your opinion, no matter what. Don't back down. Don't be pushed into a corner, and put distance between you and those who may want to berate you, belittle you, make you feel bad and ashamed for who and what you are. Put space between you and those people. Like I said, love will eventually see it through, but you don't need to be going through abuse and suffering while they come into acceptance about you and whatever it is that you're deciding for yourself. Okay? Let them come to acceptance on their own terms as well. And don't take it personally, because, like I said, love will build that bridge, will bridge that gap. And the most important thing here is for you to not let yourself down and to stand strong in what you believe and what you know is true and right for you, because it is. It's your vibe. It's your path. It's your life. Nobody else has to live it but you. So the choices you make, you have to deal with. Nobody else. And I don't know why. It just Spirit's like, give yourself permission to be you and be authentic to who and what you truly are. And as you do that, there's a great expansion, major transformation that's going to take place in your life, and you're going to find a lot of happiness just up ahead. All right? So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the river. I'm going to leave the river up for you to just kind of watch and go into a bit of a meditative state while we channel your message from Spirit. All right, so let me just tap in and see what it is that Spirit wants to tell all of you that felt drawn into the river. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing, what I'm getting, is your eyes. Okay, deep eyes, caring eyes, beautiful eyes, healing eyes, something about your eyes. And I feel like that's a signifier for you to know, okay, yeah, this is going to be for me. It's like your eyes. But also a secondary message with that is keeping your eye on the prize, okay? I see a lot of things have happened, a lot of upheavals, okay? And some of you could have gone through kind of a devastating, shocking betrayal with a romance or a friend or a family member. It's just there's been some rifts, and it's kind of caused you to close down, and become a bit more of a loner, okay? I'm feeling more of a loner energy after tragedy, heartache, disappointment, betrayal. You just kind of gone into yourself a bit, and like I see you on a hermit's journey, actually, and you are nearing the end of this, okay? This hermit's journey. You are. And that's why you were attracted to the river, is because life is really going to start moving, flowing, picking up for you. There's a lot of fortune coming your way. And I feel a lot of what you've gone through is more like a karmic balance. And it's not, karma isn't always about like, bad things happening to us. When someone says, oh, karma will get you, it's not like that. Karma teaches us, grows us, expands us. And I feel some of the things that you've gone through, especially in relationships, has to do with past life energy connection and different lessons and things that you were working on. And you are now wrapping that up. You're coming to the end of that, the completion of that. And your goals, your dreams, all of that. Spirit's saying, focus on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize because big things are in store for you. Big things are ahead of you, and you do matter. You matter a great deal. If you've been asking, you've been questioning, Spirit's answering, saying, yeah, you do matter. And when you are on that, solitude journey, you're in Spirit's nest. Okay, Spirit is helping you heal, helping your consciousness expand, helping you understand different things that have happened and how you can grow from them. Okay, so you've been in Spirit's nest doing a lot of healing, and when we're in that space, that's why we need to be more of a loner. Just in our own energy, figuring things out. And you're coming to the end of that. And in the future, what I'm seeing is there's a new connection coming into your life, whether this is a spiritual companion, a friend, a romantic partner. There's just somebody that's going to enter your life very unexpectedly, and you're going to be able to build and grow with them and create a good, solid connection with them. They have been through some of their own things, and I'm feeling strongly like Cancerian energy. So it could be they're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or it could just be like they embody a lot of Cancerian traits and energies, which this is somebody who cares about family. This is somebody who is deeply sensitive and emotional, empathic, nurturing, caring, giving. Okay. In fact, they might be like a little bit more emotionally sensitive than you are. Okay. But this is a very good soul. And this is somebody that is going to help you discover yourself in different ways, help you get more focused on dreams and goals. Like that's in the future, like that's where I see you, is just diligently working very, very hard towards goals, like different manifestations, different things that you really want to achieve for yourself, having everything you need to be focused, to be diligent. And some of you may already be in that mode right now as we speak. Okay. It's just, you've kind of had the movement of a very small, shallow, slow moving stream. And it's about to turn into this big, wide river in your life. And so if it's not where you don't feel that you're super loner, there's some area of your life that has just been very unfulfilled, not a lot going on, okay? And that is about to see a lot of movement, a lot of energy. And by the end, I would say 6 months from now, you're going to look back on this time and the journey that you've been on, and you're going to feel very satisfied with things. It may not seem that way right now, but you're going to have a big sense of satisfaction and accomplishment, and the different goals that you are achieving, you're going to look at these hard times as like boot camp, biggest learning experiences, like that cultivated you to become what you are now today, like 6 months from now. Okay, you're just going to see things so differently. And this person coming into your life is just such a beautiful, sweet soul. And it allows you to be vulnerable and raw, and you feel safe and like you can trust, which allows you to express yourself freely with this person. Okay, it's like the hardest part is over. Spirit wants you to know that. And it has been a lot of hard work, but it's going to pay off in big ways in the near future. And this is like a message of encouragement. Don't give up. Don't think yourself small. Don't think this is it. Don't think the best has happened. You do matter. You are very important. And, people who cannot love and appreciate you, let them go. Not everybody has the eyes to see you, but there are other people that do, and they will see you, and they have seen you. Okay? I just want to keep telling you that you matter. And so that's a message from Spirit, like you've been asking, and it's like, yes, you matter. You have purpose. There's only one version of you. There's just you. Your eyes, your smile, your personality, your laugh, your sense of humor, your energy, your heart, your vibe. There is just one of you. And you're going to have people who are going to just love you and appreciate you for all that which you are. And you will have people who just can't get on that boat. They want to find fault. They want to be angry. They want to bring you down. They don't want to see you happy. They don't like you, whatever the case is. Just let that energy go. It doesn't matter. We're not everyone's flavor, okay? Even me, there are so many readers on YouTube, and each and every person aligns to the reader that they click with the most, they resonate with the most. And I am not that reader for everybody, and that's okay. I'm my own vibe, right? And so you are your own vibe, and just own it and love yourself for it. Love yourself for all the things that anyone has ever told you is wrong about you. Love yourself for every bit of that, because anybody's personal perception is their own prejudice and bias based on their perception. Think of it this way. We can all look at the color green, but we don't all see the same shade of green. No two pairs of eyes see anything exactly the same as the person standing next to them. And so, people can give us constructive criticism, let us know when we're making bad choices, things like that. We should always be open, to that type of advice from people who really, really love us and care about us, and are only speaking their heart and their mind out of worry, fear, or concern. It's when somebody is just attacking you, putting you down, belittling you, shaming you, making you feel small for trivial things. That is what Spirit says, shut out, close out, push out from your life, because the problem lies within that person. Okay? Because somebody who really cares about you and loves you isn't going to want to criticize you and pick you apart. All right? They will only offer constructive criticism when needed, just as you would offer constructive criticism to somebody you care about, right? So you matter a lot. You are loved. Okay? You are. And there is someone very special that's going to be coming into your life, and you're just going to feel like you fit and you belong with this person, whether, again, it's like a spiritual companion, a new friend, or a new romantic person. But it comes in unexpectedly, just kind of out of the blue, and it feels really good, and you're no longer feeling like a loner. And all the things that interest you and excite you, you have a lot of similarities with this person. But at the same time, it's like you also expand each other into new things, new interests, new ideas. So keep your eyes on the prize. Good things are coming. The slow trickle is about to turn into a strong, rapidly flowing river. You've balanced a lot of karma, and it's time to step on to a new path, a new journey that has different experiences, different lessons, different relationships, different people on it, for which you're now evolving into. And it's time to let the past go it's water under the bridge at this point, and you're stepping into some really good fortune. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to everybody who chose the lake. So I'm just going to keep the lake up there for you to watch and kind of go into a meditative state while we channel your special, specific message from Spirit, okay? So let me just tap into your energies and see what Spirit wants to talk to you about, wants to tell you. All right. First things I'm getting about you is you are a very honest person. Okay, you have good energy, you really do. And you think very deeply about stuff. What somebody might just spend a second of thought on, you really thoroughly think things through. Like when you're doing things for people or giving gifts, like you're very, very thoughtful. Not only that, is you contemplate the bigger questions of life very deeply, why certain things happen. You may be a bit philosophical. Okay. That's just the energy about you. So if that speaks to you, then you are at the right place. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, you are going to be receiving some communication, some unexpected communication. Okay, what is this about? Okay, I'm kind of being pulled in two different directions here. So one direction has to do with workplace situation, okay, where there may have been like some things said or some things done against you to try to make you look bad. But it's like you're gonna receive news soon that you are all in the clear. Somebody unexpectedly is gonna like stand up for you, speak up for you, have your back. Okay, anything doing to do with the workplace, any sort of like job interview. There's somebody who really, really likes you, and they'll fight to get you to be the one that gets hired. Okay, so any sort of workplace situation where things are kind of up in the air, you don't know if you're going to be hired or if you're going to be promoted, or there's something that happened in the workplace and you're like, I just don't know what the outcome of this for me is going to be. I'm getting that like all things in your favor. You're going to receive positive news and messages around job situations that are in your favor. Okay. The second thing I'm getting with this is there is like this relationship in your life. Okay. And there's already a foundation that's been built to it. So this is somebody that is more than just like an acquaintance. Okay. This would be like a friend, a romantic person, or family member. And it could be that you guys just haven't been agreeing, you haven't been seeing eye to eye, or they did, or they said something, and you kind of feel like you've been going through hard times in this relationship, or it could be outright separated. I see you receiving message from this person, really wanting to make things right. Okay, like a message of, you know what, you didn't deserve for me to say or do this. Like, you didn't deserve that. You deserve more from me. And it's like they're going to surprise you. Okay, because I do see excitement around you, like happy surprise through an unexpected message, or happy surprise with receiving positive news. And the two strongest things I'm feeling is something around a job or something around a relationship. And it's like the decision is going to be made in your favor. The judgment is going to be made in your favor. In fact, I feel that you are going to be moving into a period of harmony, of prosperity. Okay. I see like you walking through like a winter storm, okay, and just doing your best to get through it, doing the best you can, being the best you can. And then it's like you finally step into some different weather, and this door opens for you. And that door opening is that decision made in your favor, that positive message coming to you. And as you step through that door, there's a very happy, happy surprise on the other side of it. Okay. And also, just kind of a side message coming through about like a trip or a vacation. It could either be that okay. I feel for you guys. There is this like I don't even know how to express this, because it's gonna come to you guys all differently. Unexpected travel is the best way I'm gonna put it. Where you were not planning on this, and somebody could invite you to go on like a long weekend trip or a whole week trip. Somebody could even say, hey, I'm going to pay for you. Okay. Somebody at a distance from you could be like, hey, I want to see your face. I'm going to pay for you to come see me. Or I'm going to come see you. Like there's something around this unexpected journey, unexpected trip that's showing up for you. And you might kind of be hesitant about it. Like, I don't know if I trust this, or maybe I don't have enough money for this, or it's like any sort of distrust you have around it, suspicion. Spirit says, let that go. There's something really good with this travel, with this unexpected trip, unexpected vacation, or unexpected visitor coming to see you. Because as we speak right now, it's not in the cards, okay? But it's to come after this message. And I see you being very surprised by it. Some of you, you might even like win this trip, okay? If you're like entering contests or something like that, or like somebody is entering a contest of some kind and they win, and they're going to take you on it. Okay. It's just this trip comes out of nowhere, and it could be like 2 days, 3 days, or like 7 days. It's different for all of you. It comes out of nowhere. You are a little conflicted on whether or not you want to go, and Spirit is saying you could trust this. Absolutely. It's going to be magical. It's a blessing. Go enjoy yourself. Okay. And those of you where you have these messages coming in from like a person, I really feel like they want to come clean with you. It's like they're saying to you, listen, I want to tell you everything that is on my heart, everything that I'm thinking, everything that I'm feeling. Like I want to put it all out there to you. And what they say, like, ultimately is received as positive and good from your perception. Okay. Some of you, this could even be like a confession of love, of romance, where somebody is saying to you, I didn't handle you correctly. And now you're all I think about, you're all I feel, you're the one for me, will you give me a chance? Okay. Some of you, this is like a confession of love. I just see you, like I said, walking through this winter storm, and then the weather abruptly changing, going from like cold, windy, snowy into lush green and warm and tropical. And then you step through this door, and on the other side of that door is like this surprise, and it's just like overwhelmingly bright to me, so I can't see what that surprise is. Okay, but there's something on the other side of that door for you. And it comes through like this message that you are receiving that you don't expect. Somebody having your back in the workplace, really standing up for you, really fighting for you, really advocating for you, your cause, getting you more money, getting you promoted, getting you hired, clearing your name if somebody tried to, make up some untruths and do you dirty. It's just there's more energy on your side than you realize, and Spirit wants you to know that. And again, there is just something really exciting up ahead outside of these messages. Okay. And even like that vacation, that trip that I'm seeing for you guys, going from the snow into the less tropical, that could be a huge indicator of like where you currently reside, where you're going to be traveling is like a vastly different environment than, what you are currently living in. So if you live in like somewhere super dry, like Arizona, potentially you could be going to somewhere very lush and tropical, like Hawaii. Okay, it's just it's like the landscape, the environment is very different from where you live, and it's more enjoyable than you expect. I see you hesitating about this trip, this journey, this vacation. But Spirit says it's going to be magical. It absolutely is. So just go, have a good time, and let things unfold. Okay, and I would say the messages in this channeled reading is, I feel like the communication and all of that is going to come in, within 30 days from the time that you view this. But this vacation, it may be like from now out to 6 months before you'll be going on it. I think it's definitely before 6 months that it comes into your reality, the idea of it, the invitation of it. But it's like that will definitely be within like 6 months from watching this. Okay, so expect messages, because you do have some messages coming in and they're very positive. They make you very happy. Again, it's like moving you out of the hard times into some really happy, good times. And man, those of you where this is somebody coming in to confess love, I think it is so unexpected, out of nowhere, in your opinion, at this point. It's really going to blow you away. Like, you guys, the lake, that makes perfect sense. It's all calm and serene, right? The water barely rippling. And you are about to have, like a boulder do a cannonball into the water and shake things up, but in a good way. Like, things are still and motionless, and now you're about to receive some big ripples, some big waves. Okay, your boat's gonna get rocked, but get rocked in the best possible way. All right, you guys have such a positive vibe to this read. Compared to the other ones, the first three, I really enjoy this energy. I am feeling so much happiness. And just like you putting your hands up to your mouth and like saying, oh my God, like never, what is this happening? Is this real? Like just a lot of shock. Okay, so Spirit says enjoy your quiet time, because pretty soon that boat is going to be rocking and rolling in that rippling water. But it's good, okay? It's good stuff. You're happy. Trust the energy. Trust the situation. The universe has your back right now. All right, so let me just sit here with my crystal and see if I get anything else. Oh, okay. Some of you, on this like trip, this vacation, you might meet somebody romantically. Ooh, that will not apply to all of you, but and it's going to be a very solid relationship, much to your surprise. In fact, you might be relocating, or they might decide to relocate wherever you live. Ooh, that's why that vacation's so important for some of you. A lot of magic. All right, that's all I'm getting. So, those are your messages. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.